Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 7 places that you can invest in 2025. So what I want you to do after we go through this list, in the comment section below, please write down specifically from the 7 points, what is it that I'm going to put into action. So the first place that you're going to invest in is in yourself. You are the biggest source of revenue. You are the biggest income earner. And why is it important to invest in yourself? Investing in yourself means that you are taking care of your biggest source of income. Don't go to the new year without writing down your goals, without setting goals. Living like a chicken or like a goat which wakes up in the morning and runs to the field and hopes to get whatever it gets is not the best way to live. If you want to change any area of your life, please make sure that it starts with goals. The same applies with changing your financial life. So you're going to write down your goals. If you want to save 150,000 or increase your portfolio to 200,000, Bob, you're going to write a goal down and say, I am grateful that I achieved my target savings of 200,000, Bob. Write them in the state that I have already achieved that goal. The first way to manifest anything that you want is by writing it down. The second thing that you're going to do, you're going to learn personal finance. And I want to challenge you, do not always run for these free things like, oh, I know where to download the ebooks, I know where to get the courses for free, I know the torrents that you can go to and download this for free. Please make sure you get to invest something, because you see, like, where your treasure is where your heart is. Like, basically, if you get something for free, now uzoe tu like I will always be getting things for free, you are not going to take them seriously. Hata utapata video kama hii with full of value, kuna mtu ana double tap tu isonge tu, like they want, acha skip, ameongea sana, acha tuende. But when you paid 1,000 bob to sit on a session where I'm talking something like this, ama you paid 5,000 bob, ama you paid 10,000 bob to listen to something like this, you will be very keen to wait for the next point. What else is there? You'll even have a notebook to write everything that you're learning down. Go pay $10 for that book. Pay $15 for that book. You can only be changed by what you take seriously. This is the other place that you need to invest in yourself. Please learn a new skill or better the skill that you have. If you've been doing something, look for a way to better that skill. There is a lot of free data, free resources, but also we've talked about join some courses, learn something extra, pay some coach to guide you, to break down the time that you could have taken to look for all the resources everywhere. They've already put together all the information. Please invest money in bettering yourself, both in personal finance and in learning new skills. Whether it is a new skill to open up a new income, whether it is bettering your already existing skills so that you can start earning more from the same, you need to put some money into yourself. By doing that, the return on investment will be an endless income that will keep coming on and on and on. All right, now the second place after you've invested in yourself, the second place that you're going to put your money in is in a money market fund. Most of you already have a money market fund account, but there are some who haven't opened a money market fund account yet. This should be the account that everyone, like bare minimum, the same way you have a phone number, the money market fund is also another account that you should have. Pick one from any of the existing companies. There are so many companies right now offering money market fund accounts. Please make sure you open a money market fund account. This is where you're going to save. This is where you're going to put your emergency fund. The other thing closer to a money market fund account that you can also open and invest in is a fixed income fund. Fixed income fund and a money market fund account almost work the same way. I've already done a video to explain the difference between the two, and I will leave a link on the description below to the video. But in general, a fixed income fund and a money market fund account, they work almost the same way. And the reason why I'm talking about the two of them is because right now, as we are in that era where the interest rates are stabilizing themselves, things are coming to their normals, having a fixed income fund and a money market fund account will give you the alternatives whereby one will always be doing better than the other at any given point. So having some of your money in the money market fund and the other money in the fixed income fund gives you that edge. I will leave links on the description below to help you open some of these accounts. Opening a money market fund account, what you need is an ID, your KRA PIN number, and maybe like a photo of yourself. Some will also ask for proof of bank, maybe something like an ATM, the front page, the front picture of your ATM, and some will want maybe like something to prove that you are the owner of the bank account that you've provided. But in most cases, it's just your ID and your KRA PIN number. So once you have that, you're good to go. Money market funds can be opened instantly online, but anyway, make sure you have a money market fund account. The third place that you can invest in, that is the REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. I've already talked about this in the past. This is one of the places that you can consider putting your money into, especially for those who are looking to diversify. For those who are getting started, please don't jump to every other investment opportunity. Please get started with one, and then you can diversify later on to the rest. REITs are basically what the money market funds are, but in the real estate. Like, this is you owning property, but units in a property. I will leave a link on the description below to help you learn more about the rates that we have currently available and how they operate. But rates are more of long term. You get started right now in building, because you do not have the 50 million to buy an apartment right now. You don't have the 10 million to buy an apartment right now, or a house, or a property, or buy a shopping mall. But you can buy a portion of it and start building onto it kidogo kidogo as you go along. And by doing that, you are investing in the real estate industry. You can get started from as low as 5,000 bob a month, or 50,000 annually deposited once. But this does not mean that you cannot do more than that. You can do 100,000 this month, next month you can do 50,000, 10,000, and as you go on, you are building your portfolio. The rates do pay twice in a year. They are not like money market funds, so you're not going to put your money in today and expect to see a return tomorrow. The rates will pay twice. They pay dividends. They are more like shares. So once they declare the profits for that year, they'll be sharing it with you. And please reinvest the dividends that you get. This will always help you to grow your portfolio, because the goal is to have a big enough portfolio that will be paying you in the future. Remember, it is long term. ECO, yeah, you put money today and expect to take your money off tomorrow. So the rates are the third place that you can invest in. The fourth place that you can invest in 2025 is in special funds. You see, in one hand we have the money market funds. This is a category. They have the places where the money is invested in short-term instruments which are less risky. Then we have the fixed income funds, which invest mostly in the bonds, the treasury bonds, and the corporate bonds as well. And now we have the special funds category. These ones do not have limits to where they can invest. They can invest in the equities, they can invest in the stocks, they can invest in the treasury bonds, they can invest offshore, they can go abroad, they can do forex. They have so many options that they can do. And the examples that we have under these are the likes of Mansa X, yeah, then we have the Oak Fund, and then there are also other alternatives, but maybe the ones that we know popularly, Mansa X has been there for a while now, and you have seen their returns are above 17%, 18%, sometimes knocking 20. We had the Oak Special Fund, which hit 29%, yeah, the other day. I'll be talking more about it as well, so that we get to learn more. These ones are okay, slightly high risk, but then they have been set in a way that they are regulated, and they've been set in a way that they protect you as the investor. So these are options that you also have. However, the special funds, their minimum capital, or the minimum amount that you can get started with, is a little bit high. Mansa X starts with 250,000. So if you've accumulated some 250,000, yeah, it's not your first 250,000. Like, you already, I always say, if you can afford it twice, then you can do it. If you cannot pay for it twice, then chill kidogo. You've not gotten to that level yet. So this one particularly starts with 250,000. So for anyone that has 250,000 and above, the returns are very good, and you can put your money in. You can put some of your money in. The Oak Special Fund starts from 500,000 bob. So do not take your first 500,000 bob and put it all there. You can put some of your money in these special funds to get started, then let it grow. It compounds every 3 months. That is quarterly. That is when you see the return. So unlike the money market funds where you see daily returns, or the fixed income funds, on the special funds, you will see a difference every 3 months. But they are safe, regulated, and do come with a very good alternative in investment. The fifth place that you can invest in 2025 is in shares. Investing in shares is not only limited to investing in the Nairobi Securities Exchange or the NSE. You can think about investing outside the country. You can buy shares in USA. You can buy shares abroad in UK. There are several companies which are doing well. Your focus should be thinking about where is attention moving to. And those are the companies that you should start investing in. You can start building it bit by bit. Kidogo kidogo, like start small. Every time you earn something, make sure you're spending, let's say you're committing 2k every month to buying shares. Every month I'll be committing this amount of money, amount X, to buy shares. Over some period of time, you will not believe what you have been able to achieve. So you have two ways that you're going to earn. One is through capital gains, and the other one is through the dividends that you'll be earning. So look into companies that pay dividends. Look into companies that have a future. There are some of the companies which are dying. So don't invest your money in dead stock. Be careful. I've done videos on the same. I will leave links in the description below. The sixth place that you can invest in 2025 is in a side business. This is also one of the places where you can actually make so much money. This could be something like buying an asset, an income generating asset. But please do not rush into buying assets or starting businesses that you do not understand. Make sure you study that business properly. In a business, you can actually make so much more return than what everybody else is making in all these other options. And you do not need to run the business actively. There are businesses that you can run, like affiliate businesses. Forget about these scamming things online which tell you, oh, this is an affiliate business where you do blah blah blah. No, make sure an affiliate business has to have something that you sell, a thing, whether it is a software or a physical product, but there's something that is being sold. So find something that you can be doing on the side. This will open a new stream of income to you. Some of you need to invest in other people. Some people have awesome ideas, but they do not have the capital, but you have the capital. So look at what is it that you can do, and don't just invest in anybody. Kenya ni ile people will show you things. But in this option, please remember, do not rush. Take your time. If you're going to partner up with someone in a business, make sure that you have every detail written down clearly. Do not start something because you go to the same church together. Do not start a business because you live in the same neighborhood or because you were born with the same, your mother and their mother are sisters. I don't know, like all those reasons that we have to just start something. Make sure from the beginning, when you write down, let it be clear, we own 50-50, we own 60-40, we own, like let it be very clear so that we have some reference to look back into. There's so many instances of character development happening out here, where you start business with family, or you start business with someone, or you buy an asset and give it to someone without clarity, and eventually you start crying because maybe they did something and you do not have any legal claim. There's nothing that you can do about it. There was no clarity. The following day they come in with their girlfriend and you are out of the business, and yet you had put in your resources, your skills, your money. I know, like, don't wait to learn from your own mistakes. Please learn from some of our mistakes. And the seventh place that you're going to put money in, it is very kidogo money, is in something known as last expense. I know this is not what you want to hear, but as a group, as a chama, or as a family, this is a discussion that you're supposed to have. Something as low as 3,800 but paid once ensures that the whole family, that is the principal and the spouse and 4 children, are covered in case anything happens to them. This is something that you really need to think about, either kama family group, ama like a person who's the breadwinner in your home. We're not praying for anybody to pass away. We are not preempting death. Africa, we have a mentality where we think about, if we're talking about planning for some things, it's like you're calling for them. It's like a taboo. And I know there are people who, this is the point at which they stop watching. But I want you to understand that we can get rid of most of these WhatsApp groups by basically doing the right thing. So please take your time, learn about this. I will leave some resources to help you understand them. But having this either as a group, it's easier. Kama ni chama, take a last expense cover. Hata kama ni individuals but within a chama, when you do it together, it doesn't feel that bad. Yes, but for some of you, you might need to sign up. I'll do a video to show you how you can get to do this. So these are the 7 places where I feel like if you put your effort and take the action, you're going to transform your financial life in 2025. I wish you nothing but the best, and I want us to meet here and do a review next year, a time like this, and your life will have completely changed. Thank you so much for watching.